IUPUI Jaguars and the Illinois Fighting Alliance. And with former Bezo head coach Homer Drew, Jordan Murfield, glad to have you along. Coach, we look at Illinois. They come into this game at 6-3 off of victories over NC State and VCU. Definitely momentum pointing towards the Illini.
Momentum is the key. They've had 2 good wins. They're coming in, and Coach John Gross, their head coach, is very excited about the improvement in their defense in these last 2 games. And in IUPUI, well, they have a young coach by the name of Jason Gardner who played at Arizona and can really shoot lights out. And if they can shoot like their coach, this will be a very entertaining game.
Absolutely, and the Fighting Illini on the floor in some throwback uniforms, looking good, looking like the Flying Illini from back in the day. And IUPUI in their road black uniforms as we begin the game, and Illinois will begin with the basketball and 6th-year senior Tracy Abrams.
The Fighting Illini has a lot of experience with 2 people who are graduate students who are working on master's degrees, so that maturity, and with Abrams at the point, it has given them some very good leadership on the floor.
One of those 6th-year players is Mike Thorne. He fires it back out as the Illini get a second chance. Malcolm Hill from the corner knocks down the 3.
And he's really been playing exceedingly well, and he's a senior who has really worked hard in the offseason to work on his game defensively and to get his shooting down, which we just saw. Beautiful, beautiful shot.
IUPUI sticks with the same lineup game in and game out for head coach Jason Gardner in his 3rd year with the Jaguars.
Illinois playing in their standard man-for-man defense. They're low, good high hands by Abrams there.
Darrell Combs missing the 3. The ball tipped around and the Illini have it. And here comes Malcolm Hill. Tracy Abrams racing under the basket. Now Jalen Coleman lands, knocks down the 3.
And this is what Illinois wanted to do. They wanted to push the ball when they could rebound the ball. And on the reverse end, Coach Gardner with IUPUI was very concerned about his guys getting back and then getting on offense, making baskets to slow them down a little bit.
This is Matt O'Leary for IUPUI, the transfer from Loyola Chicago. Now Ron Patterson into the lane, and it's stolen away.
Abrams, nice quick hands, and gets a piece of the ball and brings it up floor.
There's Illinois' lineup tonight. Coleman lands, Abrams, Hill, LaRon Black, who missed the beginning of the season due to suspension, and Mike Thorne Jr. This backward pass to Black, and he knocks down the jumper. Good feed from Jalen Coleman lands.
Excellent feed. He saw Black wide open. And the nice thing with LaRon is that he has really been shooting the ball since coming back. So he's really had a chance to work on his game. And he gives the tenacity for rebounding. He's one of their best offensive rebounders.
Darrell Combs with the miss and Black the rebound, in Illinois with the first 8 points of the game and trying to jump on IUPUI here early.
Good pass on the inside.
Thorne posting, and he gets fouled.
O'Leary came over and get a double team to try to get the ball out of his hands.
Matt O'Leary picking up the foul as you take a look at Jason Gardner, 3rd season as the head coach at IUPUI. Of course, the former star at Arizona, but was a Mr. Basketball winner in Indiana, so a homecoming for him to be coaching in Indianapolis in his 3rd season.
And really wants to do a really good job in his home state, in his home city. And he has 13 players from the state of Indiana, so he's really trying to build an all-Hoosier basketball program there to be competitive.
John Gross recruited a Hoosier in Jalen Coleman lands, and he is in his 5th season at Illinois. 83-64 his record. His 5th season with the Illini. As Malcolm Hill sinks the first free throw. Hill, the senior for the Fighting Illini from Fairview Heights, a preseason All-Big Ten player. And with that point, he moves into 17th all-time in scoring at Illinois.
And will be moving up, too.
That's right.
He continue to play, and he stays healthy. One of the great things about Illinois this year is the last 2 years they've been just injury-prone with surgeries for ACL and meniscus and Achilles, and they've been healthy, and boy, their play has shown that the last couple of games.
Certainly has over the last couple of games, and now a foul underneath. Blocking call, and that'll go against Maverick Morgan.
And he was set. He was just inside that arc, so it made an easy call for the official.
John Gross's team winning in the ACC Big Ten Challenge against NC State, and then with an outstanding defensive effort on Saturday against VCU to get to 6-3.
Okay, nice zone coming out of the out of bounds.
And Matt O'Leary shooting over top the zone, buries the three, and IUPUI finally on the board.
He makes a nice matchup because O'Leary can step out and just stretch that defense out because he can shoot the long ball. And as you watch, you can get a chance to see the nice follow through in the footwork here. Dribbles up, has a nice look. Nothing but net. Nothing but net. Lots of hours of practice for shooters to hit that well.
O'Leary, the senior from Terre Haute, Indiana, second on IUPUI in scoring. Also their leading rebounder, just under 7 a game. Coleman lands, feeding the baseline from Maverick Morgan. Misses the shot, and then LaRon Black picks up the foul.
Coleman Lands has nice vision. He's made some really nice passes early in this game, looking for his teammate. And I like the chemistry of Illinois. They complement, they encourage one another. They're always giving each other high fives, low fives, whatever. So I think that chemistry is really starting to gel as well for Illinois.
You mentioned all the injuries they've had. Tracy Abrams, a sixth-year senior, because he missed the last 2 years with season-ending injuries as he knocks that pass away. And Mike Thorne Jr., also a sixth-year guy. This is a team that has a great recruiting class coming in that a lot of people down here in Champaign are talking about. But in terms of this year's team, they're hoping that leadership from experience can carry them to the NCAA tournament.
And Jordan, all these young people, high school players, know something about Abrams. He has really overcome Achilles tendon surgery. He has overcome a torn ACL, and yet he has battled back, and you see him out here playing. So you can come back from injuries. You must get proper medical attention, and then you got to rehab and then commit yourself again. But he's a living example of overcoming adversity.
Michael Finke picks up the foul, and Matt O'Leary to the free throw line. Knocked down the three-pointer for the first 3 points of the night for the Jaguars.
Crowd giving him a little cheer in there to help him try to disfocus a little bit.
Illinois' recruiting class, as we mentioned, ranked 9th by ESPN.com. Jeremiah Tillman, the big one homer. He is a 5-star recruit. They've got a couple of 4-stars in there as well. And John Gross doing a good job of keeping players in state in Illinois.
His best recruiting class is right there. Talented. And what's good is their timing is good because they've got some seniors and grad students who are moving on. So the freshmen are going to have a chance to come in and help right away.
Tijon Lucas with the carry and a turnover. One of the recruits for this year's team, Lucas, the freshman out of Milwaukee. Unanimous first-team All-State selection in Wisconsin. Averaged just under 21 points and 8 assists per contest. We're excited about him, too.
One of the things that Illinois has been able to do, and Coach Gross has played a number of people. He's got 10 players playing double-digit minutes or more. So he's getting good support and depth from his bench.
O'Leary, a good move around Finke, and Matt O'Leary now with 6 points. He's got all of them for IUPUI.
Excellent footwork. Fake and then come up under the person. Lofted it right in. Good news.
Jump ball, and the possession will go the other way after we go to timeout.
And we're going to look at some three-point shooting. Nice high arch as we go, and then a nice penetration. And say, nice to see Baylor come out on top, as a father speaking there. But what's so wonderful about our game of basketball is you have upsets and then you have some of the favorites winning. But you never know because we're dealing with human beings, and on any given night, anything can happen. That's what makes basketball so special.
Absolutely, and you see Baylor with the win over Xavier, Wisconsin, a win over Syracuse. Lots of good action in college basketball over the last week. And now starting out this week with the Illini here at home, and a nice move by Darrell Combs, getting his first basket of the game, and IUPUI, after trailing 10-0, brings it back within 2.
Combs is really a committed, excellent player. He's worked really hard in the offseason to get quicker and get his shot down, and does a good job leading this IUPUI team.
Take a look at Darrell Combs going around Maverick Morgan and puts it high off glass.
One thing you like about Combs is he likes the ball too. I mean, shot clock's running down. He's going to run to the ball to try to help either get a shot or he'll pass to a teammate who has a better shot. Good player.
Combs the leading scorer, just under 17 a game, 3.5 assists per contest, which also leads the team in a preseason first team All Summit League selection. As you take a look at Maverick Morgan at the free throw line, trying to make them both.
Very well played so far, very close. Rebounding is close with turnovers being very close as well, and each team having assists, so well played for the first 5 minutes.
Game of runs so far too. Illinois starting up 10-0, IUPUI 8 straight points, and now the Illini ending that run with the 2 free throws from Morgan.
Illinois still in man-for-man, playing much more aggressive than they did early in the year. Fighting through the screens, getting help.
This is Combs for 3 over Abrams, off target, and it taps around out of bounds off the Illini.
The Ron Black again, very aggressive, going to the boards, both offensively and defensively.
Darrell Combs, his middle name Devontae, and he has been an outstanding player out of Chicago, by the way, Thornwood Heights School, so Illinois typically recruiting up there. Combs ending up first at Eastern Michigan, now at IUPUI, and he's had quite a career in college basketball. Josh James picks up the foul. That is the 4th against the Jags.
IUPUI has been staying in man-for-man so far. They'd also like to throw a 3-2 zone in sometime, just to change the pace up a little bit, but they've been very consistent so far with their man-for-man here.
Jalen Tate into the game now for Illinois, and it's taken away by Combs.
Good steal, good reaction by Hands. Combs gets to bring it up and gets a high ball screen.
Nearly lost it. Now Henderson, Josh James against Thorne, and a foul.
Good call, he bumped him, Watch the quick hands on steals. One of the things on defense is just to have your hands available in here. You reach up, makes a nice tip, Combs comes up with the loose ball and gets to push the ball up. Always be active, people, on defense, and it will pay off for you.
LeRon Black. Actually now Abrams. They originally announced Black, but it'll be Abrams to pick up the foul, so that is his first personal foul. And a free throw through for Josh James, the senior forward. James last year took a year off of basketball to focus on other interests, but now returning to the basketball team.
And has been giving him good minutes.
Certainly has as he goes to the bench. And Evan Hall returns for IUPUI.
And they need Evan. Evan is very aggressive, he's strong, plays very well in the paint. And he's going to need to against the size that Illinois has.
Malcolm Hill facing a double team.
I like what IUPUI does there, though. When you get it down low, they like to give a double team, then they rotate back to their man. And they got quick hands, and they get another break up the road.
Second turnover by Tate, and it turns into a bucket for Combs.
Combs just really pushes quickly. He got it, has good speed, and pushed the ball right up, saw a gap, and went right at it.
Illinois was up 10-0, and we're now tied at 12. Black posting on Brennan.
Nice shot. 2 dribbles into the lane. He does a little fadeaway. He arches the ball high. Nice shot.
And now Henderson the other way, feeding Hall underneath and gets the roll.
Gets the nice roll. It was actually good defense inside. He had good hands. And Mike Thorne helped and then recovered back to his man. And IUPUI made a nice offensive move.
Ron Black now to Malcolm Hill. Preseason All Big Ten selection.
They're coming at Hill no matter where he is. Double team and get the ball out of his hands.
Abrams driving in, but an offensive foul on Tracy. That's his second.
That hurts because Tracy has been playing very, very well for Illinois. Nice spin in here. You get a good steal, and look at the break coming on out. Combs gets a good push.
Then off the screen here, nice feed underneath, and Evan Hall puts it through.
And nice. Now you got a 14-14.
IUPUI definitely controlling the last few minutes.
And that tempo is so critical. They run when they want, and if not, keep Illinois from getting their fast break going.
12-4 run. Hall underneath against Thorne, and some good defense from Mike.
Excellent defense. Hall should have given that up because he was in the land of the Giants there.
Coleman lands now for Illinois. Black against Brennan, and now faces the double team. Aaron Jordan feeding Thorne. Good pass underneath to Black. Can't finish, but a foul.
Good ball movement. This was really beautiful. They double teamed on the one side of the floor. Illinois reversed the ball quickly and went inside on the other. And then look at the pass to finish it inside with Black. Yes, good call by the official. Good body contact. He kept his hands up, but the body was contacted in there, and that's what they called. Good ball movement, though.
LaRon Black can't knock down the first free throw. John Gross telling us before the game, Homer, with Black not on the floor for Illinois, this is just a different team. With him back for Illinois, they talk about him being kind of one of the heart players for the Illini. No matter what it is in practice, no matter what the situation is in the game, LaRon Black can be counted upon for that energy and that motor. And it's really been something that's contagious for the Illini.
Very true. And he gives you that toughness, that mental toughness, the physical toughness for going to the boards. And they've been needing someone to get in.
DJ McCall goes to the lane and puts it off glass.
First time Illinois has not rotated well, and IUPUI took advantage of that.
Coleman Land steps on the line out of bounds, and a turnover by Illinois. Sixth turnover by the Illini. And they trail by one here at home at the State Farm Center.
Wow, nice drive, straight in, very hard. Like that by McCall. I tell you, good game. Stay with us, people.
Contest presented by Bank Champaign. This season, Bank Champaign has donated $7,500 toward a postgraduate scholarship fund that will allow a former student athlete to continue their education. Tonight, Tom from the Orange Crush will shoot in hopes of adding to the fund. Tom will have 30 seconds to make a layup worth $100, a free throw worth $150, and a three-pointer worth $250. For each shot made, that amount will be added to the scholarship. All right, Tom, on your mark, get set, go. There's the layup, easy $100. Good to add another 150. There it is. 15 seconds to go. Oh, just short. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At the buzzer. Oh! Congrats, Tom. You made 2 of the 3 for a total of $250 added to the fund. You've also won a $40 Meyer gift card.
IUPUI a 1-point lead over Illinois, the home team here. 11:57 to go in the opening half of play. Jason Gardner's team on top here early, the third-year head coach for the Jaguars. As you take a look at his career resume, he was an incredible high school player, McDonald's and Parade All-American, 1,669 career points. It seems that then went on to the University of Arizona. You remember him as the National Player of the Year back in 02-03. Some wonderful teams at Arizona, played for Lute Olson there, and now in his third year coaching in Indianapolis.
And his team is following in suit of their head coach. They're 6 for 10 from the field. That's 60% that they're shooting, and that's one reason why they've got a 16-15 lead right now. They're shooting the ball well.
And they've got 8 points off of turnovers by the Illini, and another reason why they are playing well so far, especially after they were down 10-0 to start this game. On a 16-5 run. Good feed underneath. It's Evan Hall.
Really beautiful pass on the inside, and Hall made a nice strong move inside.
Quickly the other way, Coleman lands, feeding it out to Jean Lucas. Now 3 seconds in the key is called against Lucas.
Boy, you like what Hall did here, but he got a superb pass on the inside. Right there, good feed inside, and he goes up strong with the Illinois players surrounding him.
IUPUI doing a good job of getting the ball into the paint. 10 points in the paint so far of their 18.
And Coach Gardner was very proud of how big that Hall plays, even though he's not the tallest man on the floor.
DJ McCall, not the tallest man on the floor either, but that's a nice move underneath, and he's got 4.
Nice, and he's very athletic, and he uses that spring to get high and gently off the glass.
McCall also gives himself a couple inches with his hair, I think. When you point it straight up, it makes you look taller.
It's nice for some people to have hair, that's all I know.
Hey, you still got a good head of hair. Malcolm Hill knocks down the jumper. Rather, that's Laron Black.
And Laron, that was a big basket to stop this little run that IUPUI had. Now let's see if they can follow it up with defense here and get a stop.
So at 12, thought it was 21, you know, those things happen. And now Patterson for IUPUI, feeding it underneath, and it's thrown into the corner to McCall. This is Thomas. Rims out on the jumper, tips back to Ron Patterson, feeding McCall, and a foul on Morgan.
And that's the unselfishness of Combs in there. He can be their leading scorer, but he can also dish the ball off and pass the ball. You're impressed with how they have moved the ball around IUPUI. Here's McCall going in again, getting fouled, but he has that athletic ability to jump and use those long arms to get up high.
DJ McCall, 4 points here early, make it 5. Sophomore out of Fort Wayne, Homer showing a nice move here against Coleman Lands.
If you watched his footwork, he used a great drop step where he pivots and goes with his right and left foot and uses the backboard. Very nice footwork.
McCall redshirting last year, and now making an impact here tonight with 6 first-half points as Combs comes back in. And McCall will take a rest on the bench for Jason Gardner's club.
Combs does not take long rest. They need him on the floor, and boy, Coach Gardner gets him in and out very quickly. Okay, let's see what Illinois, if they've got an answer here. Look for a high lob, but IUPUI took that away.
Malcolm Hill lost the handle on the ball, and it comes back to Finke.
Nice hustle by Finke to get that loose ball, keep it in possession here.
7 to shoot for the Illini. Laron Black going to the hoop, drawing and a foul.
Nice strong move. Low right hand dribble. He gets in there, gets his body in front, and goes up strong. Really nice try. Watch how low he got that first dribble. You get that low dribble so you can get by your man. That's why that first dribble is so important. Good strong finish.
Laron Black showing his strength underneath. And with the free throw, he's got 10 points now in the first half. Black has really carried the Illini.
He has. After those first 2 threes, and that was the only 2 3-point shots that Illinois has made. Black has been the one to pick up. Now they're in a 2-3 zone. Illinois is in a 2-3 zone. Nice ball movement by IUPUI.
Ron Patterson way off on the 3. Frazier tried to save it, but could not. It's out of bounds. It'll be Illinois ball.
With all that good ball movement, they needed to get a better look at the end there. But boy, I was impressed with how they share the ball. And it's quick in hands, out of hands. That gives you more time to shoot when you can do that.
Malcolm Hill looking around the screen from Black. Misses the jumper, the rebound to Kellen Thomas.
There's comes IUPUI pushing the ball up.
O'Leary, the long three try off target, and Coleman Lands will race it across.
Nice feed to Abrams.
And a near steal by Patterson, but Abrams keeps it. Coleman Lands in the corner.
Nice pass, Abrams. Nice job of finding his running teammate back there.
Jalen Coleman Lands a couple of threes, and Illinois back on top.
And they're back into the 2-3 zone. It worked last time for them.
O'Leary can't catch the ball in the high post, and now a steal by Patterson. Thomas for three. No, but a foul. And that's going to go against Coleman Lands.
He pushed on the weak side, but I like Coleman Lands getting down inside to help rebounding. But you're really going to like his shot. Nice ball movement here. Good almost steal. Abrams stays with it, and then he sees his teammate Coleman Lands. And boy, look at the nice high arch. Nice shot.
Well, you know, if Coleman Lands has that much space to shoot, it's a pretty good chance it's going to go in.
Very true.
That is his game, hitting threes.
And I say very true because his legs are underneath his shoulders and he's not moving, his head's not moving, he goes straight up. And that's the sign of a good shooter, a good consistent shooter.
Coleman Lands a 42% three-point shooter this year. Matt O'Leary hits both free throws, 8 first half points for the Jaguars.
IUPUI stayed so far all man for man. Done a good job of double teaming the post when the ball goes in. And I thought it was coming, it didn't. They faked it and came back.
LaRon Black can't get the roll, but a foul. Will go against Josh James. 2 on senior.
Look how long, Jordan, look how long his arms are. I mean, dribble, look how long. And then when he catches that ball goes up high, those long arms. And he's off with it.
There's soft touch right there. Aaron Jordan into the game now for Illinois. Malcolm Hill gets a quick rest. Ron Black averaging just under 13 points per game, already 11 here tonight in the first half. Last time out, tied his career high with 18 points against VCU. May be on his way to a career night tonight. Illinois with that win over VCU, 1,750 all-time victories. Kellen Thomas knocks down the triple. It's his first basket of the game.
Love the unselfishness. I mean, they are sharing. Both teams have really moved the ball well. It's been a good played game. Low turnovers. Good movement. Both teams looking for each other's teammate.
Finke trying to post up. Double team. Gives it to Coleman Lands. Misses the 2. Combs the rebound.
Nice strong rebound by Combs, surrounded by Illinois players.
Combs for 3 from deep. That's off target, the rebound to Black.
Zone has helped slow down IUPUI a little bit that Illinois has played. Good coaching change by Coach Groves. Double high post.
Lucas feeding Finke into the lane, and a foul on Brennan.
Boy, if you'd like to see togetherness in that, watch the emotion that we get here from LaRon Black and his teammates. Goes.
Call 1-800-4-JIMMY-V to donate. Jordan Burnfield, Homer Drew back with you here at the State Farm Center. Cancer has touched all of us, and I know it has touched
the 14.5 million survivors of cancer. And I had prostate cancer. My wife had bladder cancer. So those of you who are touched with cancer, the beautiful thing is that every year we get better and better at finding ways to cure cancer. And those of you who have prostate cancer, I know for men, we need to have a simple blood test of what we call a PSA that will allow you to have 6 different options, if not more, by the time that we get more research developed to get rid of the prostate cancer. So men, who are listening, make sure that you take care of your prostate with a PSA blood test when you do your physicals.
It's great advice. And again, jimmyv.org, way that you can donate and find more information. Just a wonderful cause each and every year from ESPN. And Kellen Thomas lost that one out of bounds, unhappy with himself after dropping that ball off his fingertips. Fourth turnover on IUPUI. Illinois already with 8 miscues in the first half. IUPUI has capitalized 14 points off of turnovers by the Illini. So see if Illinois can capitalize here.
Turnovers are always a nemesis, and coaches hate turnovers. You like to have clear looks every time you come down to at least have a chance to get a score in. All of a sudden, there's been some fouls called before. It was a pretty clean game, and both teams are shooting exceedingly well from the free throw line.
So far, so good, no doubt. IUPUI 7 of 8, Illinois 9 of 11, and Jalen Coleman lands, who does not typically get to the line, just 2 for 2 this season from the stripe. And misses the free throw there, and now a foul on the rebound attempt as we go back the other way.
And like you said, IUPUI 7 for 8, and now 9 for 12 for Illinois, so both of them shooting free throws well, so you want to keep them off the line without any of these little careless fouls that we're seeing here in this recent with only 6 minutes and 52 seconds to go.
Thorne picked up that foul, and now O'Leary at the line. He's got 8 first half points. And he got the roll there. Matt O'Leary, one of 5 transfers on IUPUI. A lot of these guys played together in high school or AAU ball, so Jason Gardner saying even though he's got a team that's got some fresh faces on it, in actuality, a lot of these guys have played together before.
There's a lot of upperclassmen and a lot of freshmen, and you're right, by them knowing each other through AAU, it's an easier process to get them to play together, which they have done very well tonight.
Absolutely, that's why they have a 3-point lead, and the miss underneath, and now a foul will bring it the other way.
LeBron used that big long arm, was pushing off so he could get into that offensive board, and the official caught him for pushing off.
LeBron Black picking up his 2nd personal. When you take a look at IUPUI, 5 transfers, a grad transfer, and Kellen Thomas from Kent State. 7 true freshmen on this roster. And then you see 4 prep school kids as well. So some youth and some experience on this IUPUI roster, and that certainly happens, Tomer, when you're talking about a team that's rebuilding, just as IUPUI has been over the last couple of years. Gardner now in his 3rd year.
And Leary's making a living off the free throw line here in the last couple of minutes.
Matt O'Leary, 6 of 7 at the stripe.
Make it 7 for 8.
Yep.
Good shooting. And those free throws are keeping them in the lead.
5-point lead as Evan Hall checks back in for the Jaguars.
Okay, the fans are kind of quiet too now. Illinois needs something to get them back into the game. Still man-for-man defense by IUPUI. They get it inside, fake a double team. Nice shot by Thorne.
Mike Thorne Jr., his first basket of the game, the graduate student from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Nice jump hook over his left shoulder in, and they needed that basket. They didn't get a stop here. They're back to the man-for-man.
Now Thomas feeding Hall. Spinning around Thorne, and a nice move for Evan Hall.
Hall used his quickness over the bigger, stronger Thorne and really made a nice left-handed move.
Coleman lands the triple try off target, and the rebound comes out to Thomas.
Toughness of Hall made that possible. He got his body in front of the big Illinois player and allowed his teammate to pick that up. Toughness.
We had a shot clock malfunction there because it reset to 30 and then the buzzer went off. So Boborowski is over to the scorer's table to try to figure out what just happened there.
Boy, that just came out of nowhere, didn't it?
Yeah. I think it either reset or it never moved.
33-28, and I think you can go almost to the free throw line and how accurate they have been.
Yeah, let's take a look at the clock here, Homer.
Starts the 30. Whoa.
Yeah, never
starts.
Down.
Never starts.
Yeah, both of them. Game clock and the shot clock got stuck there.
Good catch, both of them.
So the officials over there are trying to figure out what time we have exactly left here. As Jalen Coleman-Lands misses the 3 at 5:46, and then that's when the shot clock resets. So we're talking about probably 5-7 seconds that would have elapsed.
They've got to figure that out and then put that back up on the clock, or run it down to that clock since it stayed at 30.
Our officials, Lamont Simpson, Kelly Pfeiffer, Bo Borowski, over trying to figure this thing out. Technology isn't always perfect, right?
But look at over here. We got 1, 2, 3. We got about 4 or 5 people all putting their heads together over there. So basketball's a team sport. You know, everybody works together.
Let's take a look at IUPUI's plus minus. This is a category that you've probably seen checking your fantasy league in basketball, and you're looking at how they evaluate players these days. I know that plus minus is a statistic that you're really interested in, and IUPUI is certainly using it in their way of evaluating players.
They have, but we got Bo Borowski coming over to help explain what is going on. So
there.
You know they would fix the problem. When we have time, we'll come back more and talk about plus minuses and combinations, because statistics are a vital part of all coaches and all programs. Now, in any sport, even in baseball.
That's what I mean. We're looking at the sabermetric era in baseball, certainly, and now the analytics coming into basketball. And IUPUI certainly big on that, but it can be a little bit of a misleading stat, certainly plus minus, but can also be a really good way of assessing a player's value for when he's on the floor.
There are a variety of ways. One is you just evaluate, okay, Jordan's in the game and we're +5 every time he's on the floor. And then we do 5 people. So Jordan and his teammates, what do they come up with? Do they come up with plus points or minus points? And you can do that for everyone on the team. So let's get back to action though.
And IUPUI the turnover, and now Illinois back down the floor. Jalen Coleman-Lands sinks the 3.
What I like about that is he faked the shot, got him in the air, and did what we call a one-dribble, side dribble into a three-point shot and made it. Very nice execution.
Holmes going to the hoop. Thought he got fouled, no call, but he's got 6 points for IUPUI.
Strong, and he went up, and it looked like he actually got fouled, but he had enough strength to put that in. Turnover. And watch what happens. They are able to get the ball out. Look at the fake, side dribble, three-point shot. Nice transition. All started with the turnover.
Kellen Thomas picking up his 2nd personal foul. And Tracy Abrams cannot get the hometown roll.
Roll just off.
Matt O'Leary back into the game for IUPUI as Brennan takes a seat. Illinois down by 4 with just under 5 minutes to go in the first half, as Tracy Abrams could lead the league in degrees, I think, by the end of this season. He's going to get 2 master's degrees.
2 masters, that's right. He's utilizing every ounce of eligibility he can. But you got to marvel at just injuries, how they take a toll on you. And so he's used them and helped himself get the 4 years of eligibility plus some degrees to help him for the future.
John Gross telling us before the game it's one of the reasons why the Illini couldn't get into much of a rhythm early on in the season, because so many players missed practices as they were healing up from various injuries.
And you need practice time so people get a feel for each other, where they like the ball, where they shoot well from.
Abrams feeding Maverick Morgan, then the ball was blocked. It went around the rim and out. And Illinois will have another chance.
And Leary and Hall doing a good job giving up size, battling on the inside. Good move by Abrams here. Gets it, tries to pass it over. My goodness, that Hall jumps pretty high. He got up pretty good.
He did, altered that shot, and now Malcolm Hill, the step back jumper.
He was here, Malcolm Hill was here early, you know, before everyone else was here, just shooting the basketball, and he was working on just those moves. And that's why he's effective when he gets in the game. Practice does make perfection on the shooting.
Malcolm Hill tonight passed Kendall Gill for 17th on Illinois' all-time scoring list. Gill, one of the great players in Illini history. All around Morgan.
Left hand, he's got a very nice looking left hand jump hook inside. And he spins quick. He may not be as tall, but he spins very quickly.
Morgan feeding it out. DJ Williams, the long two.
Nice pass from Maverick. Morgan saw an open teammate and gave it to him in a nice look.
Now McCall being worked on by Williams.
Got to guard McCall closely because he has put up some big points in a few minutes.
Hall working on Morgan again. That one well short, and Malcolm Hill comes up with it. Hill stops and pops. Misses the jumper and the rebound to O'Leary.
Nice move, just a little strong.
IUPUI up 1, 3 minutes to go, first half. Holmes nearly had it stripped. Now O'Leary a three. And Matt O'Leary gives the Jaguars a 4-point lead. He's got 15 first half points. Ten to shoot for Illinois. Morgan trying to feed Hill, and now a foul is called. 16 appearance, an unbelievable run for John Gross, and then that's really what brought him here to Champaign, because after that Sweet 16 run with Ohio U, ended up being one of the hot coaches in college basketball, and now here with the Illini.
Very true. And the thing that I like about him is that he's also a real family person. And he starts out on day games home, that he has his 1-year-old daughter coming, and he'll pick some ties out, and she'll decide which tie Dad wears for the game. So good family man too.
And what do you think of the one he chose tonight? I think it's pretty good.
She's a good choice. Good choice.
Yeah. Well, he always has an orange and blue tie or orange tie. And so at least when he gives his 1-year-old daughter the choice, it's going to be something that matches the suit. Illini down 2. Combs working around the screen from O'Leary. Hill on it. Feeds to Brennan on the baseline, and he hits the long jumper.
What is interesting is that IUPUI is scoring more points in the paint than Illinois is. It's like 18 points versus 6 points in the paint, and I would have thought that would have been just in the reverse. That's how tough that IUPUI has been playing inside.
In the corner, a 3-try, Williams.
Williams been a good little spark coming in off the bench to help Illinois. Illinois back in man for man.
DJ Williams, the sophomore out of Chicago.
6'7" and playing well. Good help on defense.
O'Leary missing the fadeaway and the rebound to Thorne.
Ooh, tough shot on the step back that way. See if Illinois can capitalize.
Hill feeding Thorne in the post.
There they double teamed real quickly this time. They did. IUPUI's done a nice job of getting double team or faking double teams and just kind of keeping Illinois off balance.
1-point lead for IUPUI in their 19th season in Division I play. This is Combs missing the 3. And it's out of bounds. Stay over here.
Illinois' defense has done a good job on Combs. They've really kind of kept him in check, always pressuring him, always having high hands when he shoots the basketball.
O'Leary will inbound it. Take a look at Combs. He's got 6 points so far for IUPUI.
Leary's leading him with 15 points, and he's got 7 out of 8 from the free throw line.
He's had a great first half. Brennan trying to go in around Morgan, but he traveled.
Too many steps on the inside there. So see what Illinois wants to do. Do they want to try to do a 2-for-1, or do they want to try to run it down for 1? If you have a layup, you take it. Otherwise, you pass it up. And then with 6 seconds or under, scientifically, is if you shoot the ball and the ball goes and it hits on the floor, you got about 3 seconds. So then you have 3 seconds to get an offensive rebound and still try to score. So we would always go back to that numbers. And it looks like Illinois is going to do the same thing. They're going to hold it for that last shot, not leave many seconds left for IUPUI to go down.
About a 1.5 difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Malcolm Hill for Illinois. Step back, jumper off target. Rebound to Morgan, 2 seconds, swatted by Brennan, and that will end the first half of play. But the IUPUI Jaguars, who came into tonight's game at just 3-5 on the year, and welcome back to Jimmy V Week for Cancer Research on ESPN as we continue our commitment to the V Foundation, Jim Valvano's dream to defeat cancer. We are at the State Farm Center in Champaign. IUPUI leading Illinois 42-41 as we get set to start the second half. With former Valparaiso head coach Homer Drew, I'm Jordan Burnfield. Glad to have you along, and we've got a good one here, Homer.
We have a game. We have a game, and now it's up to Illinois to come out and really put some intensity now into this game for second half. We're looking at another major upset here.
Absolutely, we could. And to begin the second half, it's Tracy Abrams for the Fighting Illini. Thorne posting on Hall, gets the roll.
Nice job of establishing inside first. Well, if you can get inside, and inside works with outside, even Coach Gross and the staff is up applauding. They got the ball right where they wanted to before a double team could come. Let's see what their defense can do here.
And a steal by LaRon Black. Malcolm Hill ahead of the pack. Throws it down.
Easy basket, good defense, way to be alert. And as IUPUI, a great call by Jason Gardner. He wants to stop and refocus his players now to get them to answer the call that Illinois has come with.
4 straight points for the Illini to begin the second half. Illinois on a 7-0 run since the end of the first half, and they now lead IUPUI by 3 as you take a look at Mike Thorne going to work underneath the basket, Homer.
Nice jump hook on the inside, a direct pass in, and then a nice steal by Black, and he feeds up, and Malcolm Hill says, good night, good night. And he's getting the crowd back into it. Illinois has got to get this crowd going to give them that momentum to just start taking and pushing this 3-point lead into 7 points to 10-point lead. So see what we can do here. Good timeout, I think, by Coach Gardner to get his team refocused and not let it get out of hand too quickly early.
Yeah, quick timeout, try to refocus his group. And now Kellen Thomas driving in on the tall trees, misses, but Hall gets it underneath and puts it in on the second chance.
Hall has been impressive.
Yes,
I mean, he went up into the land of the big trees and calls down. Then he can go back and score it.
Thorne misses, and there's Hall for the rebound.
And now they're pushing.
Thomas in on Abrams, misses the shot, and the ball loose underneath. It pinballs out to Abrams, and here's Malcolm Hill again.
Looked like Malcolm got hit in the stomach to catch his breath or whatever, but it worked out well for him to get a transitional dunk, so 2 dunks in a row there.
Malcolm Hill rocks the rim twice. Illinois back up 3. Combs scores and a foul.
All the weight room has really helped him because he went up with great strength there to get the easy basket. And you can see here the run out, and it throws ahead because Malcolm Hill was down there already. Easy basket.
And Darrell Combs now with 8 points. He can make it 9 with the free throw here.
He got into the weight room and got stronger upper body just for moves like that. So you go into a person and you get body contact and you're strong enough to still get it up. 2-2-1, so Coach Gardner's changing a little bit. 2-2-1 just to kind of slow it up, get back into a tempo that they want. Good help by Hall, number 24.
And Ron Patterson tried to save it, but it's out of bounds. The transfer from Syracuse.
Syracuse, where have I heard Syracuse before? Ooh, whose alma mater is that? Whose?
I mean, I wasn't bringing it up, but you did.
I did.
Yeah, they've had a couple tough losses. Lost to UConn last night. It's always good to have the colors that would blend right in here in Champaign.
That's true. Good look by Illinois, and he misses. Patterson gets another look at his end.
And he hits the 3. Ron Patterson on the board for the first time tonight, and IUPUI back up 3, a 6-0 run.
And a good call by...
Away from cancer in July of 2010. They were high school basketball teammates at Broad Ripple High School. Jamison committed to IUPUI. He wore the number 25, so that's why Ron wears it for the Jaguars. He also got a large Stephen tattoo across his chest. May have been able to go to some bigger programs. He was recruited by some Big Ten schools, but it was important to Ron Patterson to honor his teammate. And at Jimmy V Week, thought we had to tell you this story about Ron and his teammate, Steve.
Great story, Jordan.
And Maverick Morgan out of the timeout. Puts it off glass. He's got 4 points now, brings Illinois back within 1.
Good play by Coach Gross out of the timeout to get the ball down low to Maverick, and he uses his strength and power to get it up.
Coleman lands picking up the foul, and now Combs will go back to the free throw line. Homer, what's impressed me about the Jaguars tonight is that every time Illinois seems to make a run, and you think the big school at home, that might get IUPUI out of the game, but instead they have answered every time.
Combs, Leary, Patterson have stepped up and made big shots to stop the run of Illinois. Good observation.
Tijon Lucas into the game as Coleman lands. Will go to the bench.
And Coach Gross struggling to find which group is going to really put the intensity and get some stops on defense instead of giving up wide open shots. 2-2-1 again by IUPUI. Again, just kind of slowing it up, making them take their time to get it up the floor.
Tijon Lucas.
I like the freshman. Didn't bother him, he set it up.
Now Abrams with 10 to shoot for the Illini, feeding a posting Morgan against the double team. Comes around to Hill with 2 to shoot, goes to the paint. A strong move from Malcolm Hill.
Why did that happen? Because of the patience of Lucas, the freshman point guard. Got the ball and got it over to Hill on ball reversal, and Hill took care of it.
Combs out to Thomas now, and Combs gets it back. O'Leary thought about the 3, now goes inside, but misses from short. Hall underneath, gets it and draws the foul.
Hall has been dynamic around the boards, and he's not that big, Jordan, and yet he gets rebounds, and he's fearless about taking the ball back up.
Evan Hall tonight, 10 points, and Hall has 5 rebounds now. He has had a heck of a performance underneath. And trying to add to that total here. Comes up short. Michael Finke will come back in. John Gross wanting to get a little bit of a bigger lineup on the floor. He's got Morgan, Hill, and Finke now all into the game.
And Finke can stretch it. He can shoot threes. He passes the ball well. He does a little bit of everything. He can rebound, he can play defense for you. So let's see if this is the combination that Coach Gross wants. Hill has really been active.
Misses the jumper, and Hall comes up with the board.
Combs pushing the ball up.
Drove into the baseline. Now it's Thomas. Patterson for three from the wing, and that's off target. It's picked up by Tijon Lucas.
Off target because he was off balance.
Hill for three, off target. Good look from Hill right there.
Really good look. I thought he was going to drain that one to release. It looked very good. And trying to keep Combs. Abrams really putting up a little defensive pressure on Combs, which is good. Let someone else handle it at the point.
Thomas defeating O'Leary off the screen, and he misses the three, and the rebound to Finke.
Finke did a nice job of fighting off Hall for that one. Now you got a freshman guard who's really been handling it very nicely.
That's Lucas, and he feeds it around. Malcolm Hill going in on Patterson. Now Morgan the jumper from the elbow.
That happened because Hill made a great baseline dribble. They cut him off, and he flipped it right back. And I love Maverick's name. Maverick Morgan just had a nice 15 shot, and maybe this will get the fans. Hear the crowd going, getting those students going behind you.
Orange Crush trying to make some noise. O'Leary. The kick to Patterson, who traveled.
Good call. They've been calling that walking consistently all throughout the early season for all teams. But here's a good drive. You can see Malcolm Hill going high, his third done.
And welcome back. It is 53-52. Illinois leading IUPUI. 14:35 to go here in this second half of play.
And a good adjustment by Coach John Gross. They've had 10 points scored in the paint since the half began. So he's really made a conscious effort to getting the ball inside, and it is produced.
At the State Farm Center in Champaign, where the Fighting Illini are trying to hold off IUPUI, trying to pull the upset here. McCall, the near steal, it pinballs around out of bounds. IUPUI thinks it's going to go the other way, but they are signaling that Illinois will keep it.
Good active hands by IUPUI. That ball, they thought they had it. Then Illinois came right back and got a piece of it that went off IUPUI. So a good possession that they did not lose. So they need to now convert. They got that 1-point lead. You want to grow on the lead.
This is Malcolm Hill driving and can't finish the shot, but will go to the line.
A wonderful play. They practiced this at their shoot-around where they brought Malcolm Hill around, let him dribble and clear out the weak side as he came across with his left hand and takes it all the way into the rim. And if he can't make it, they've got a good shooter in the corner. So this is all kind of a plan that they talked about at the shoot-around today. Nice execution by Hill to get to the line.
Malcolm Hill now with 16 points. The Illini senior. And he hits them both. Scored his 1,400th career points against VCU last time out. Illinois allowed just 46 points in that game to VCU, which was VCU's lowest scoring output of the season. And IUPUI with 52 points here with 13:50 to go in the game.
And for that stretch in there, Illinois held them with 7 minutes without a field goal. So
Tracy Abrams all the way to the basket.
Went in strong. Good job, Tracy.
Abrams now with 3 points, and Illinois on an 8-0 run.
And the students are starting to give a little cheer in there. Let's see what IUPUI can do.
O'Leary knocks down the three from deep.
Nice job, O'Leary. I mean, that's past an NBA. That was way deep. Nice shooting, O'Leary. Way to keep your team right in there.
And that's a big shot for IUPUI.
Huge, because the fans were into it. Now it's gotten quiet again. And to answer that call because Illinois has really come out and gotten the ball inside.
Ends the 8-0 run for the Illini, and now Abrams with 8 to shoot. Gracie Abrams, the fallback jumper.
Nice step back. Step back. He plants that left foot and backs in with the right foot. And beautiful shot.
And a near steal, but O'Leary keeps it. Thomas for 3. That's off target. Rebound O'Leary underneath, and the second chance points are in.
Good effort around the basket by O'Leary, and he gets the rebound and then does a reverse layup to put the ball in. The rim protects him.
Retry from Finke off target, and the rebound to James. IUPUI can tie it back up with a basket here.
Good help by Finke on defense.
O'Leary off the side of the backboard. Good defense from Finke. Jalen Tate to Abrams for 3. Cannot hit, and James comes down with it.
Good break. 3-on-2. They had a wide open shot, and Abrams just came up a little bit short. Little 2-3 offense that they ran in practice, IUPUI did. Likes to get the ball inside.
James, no good on the shot. Hill tips the rebound to Finke.
And Finke does a nice job of corralling that ball, and now we come down for Illinois. Coach Gross calling a play, getting a high ball screen by Morgan. Hill trying to drive. They cleared out an area for him, and he takes it right on in.
Malcolm Hill with 19 points now, and the Illini up 4.
Boy, he's come on strong second half.
O'Leary takes the 3 over Finke and buries it.
Wow. Again, it's deep. It's not right by the line. This is a foot 2 feet behind that line.
Matt O'Leary, a new career high with 23 points.
Coach Gardner's up there cheering his team on.
2 huge threes for O'Leary in the last few minutes.
We've got 7 new people going to come in when the next time there's a dead ball here.
Finke against O'Leary, and he traveled, and it brings us to a timeout on the floor. Illinois with the lead, but IUPUI with some momentum.
I guess, and let's look at back and forth action in here. First Abrams with a nice back way, and then a step back, high rainbow shot, beautiful shot. And now look at O'Leary, look how deep he is for this shot. He gets his feet set, might as well see, and now underneath the
Matt O'Leary, 23 points, a career high, and 4 rebounds, with 4 of 6 from beyond the arc tonight. And if IUPUI is to pull off the upset tonight, Matt O'Leary is going to be one of the biggest reasons that the Jaguars would be able to do it.
Boy,
still a lot of time left.
He's a lot of time, and he's had plenty of help with Hall on the inside and Combs on the outside. It's been a nice team effort by IUPUI.
This is Darrell Combs driving in on Coleman Lands, and he traveled. Carried the basketball there. So Illinois will get it back after the 9th turnover by the Jaguars.
Illinois would like to build. Once you get a lead, you'd like to build it second half. Man-for-man defense by IUPUI.
Now it's Tate feeding Malcolm Hill.
They're giving Hill a screen, seeing if they can free him up.
LaRon Black, short on the jumper, and the rebound comes down to Combs.
I like what Hall did. They were looking for him inside, and he says, work it, work it, work it. In other words, let's get some touches.
Now Henderson with 12 to shoot for the Jaguars.
Ooh, good rotation by Illinois, almost a steal.
Henderson, a 3-try off target, and the rebound to Black.
Very decisive rebound by Black. He went up strong.
Now on the other end, draws the foul.
Like that fearlessness when he goes for that rebound, gets the ball and got it out, and then he trails the play up, has a chance to get back to the free throw line with the foul.
Ron Patterson picking up his second personal as LaRon Black goes back to the line. Had a great first half, Homer, but it's cooled a little bit in the second half.
Well, he got a couple fouls and sat a little bit, so it's good to get him back in. You got 9 minutes to go, a lot of time left.
Now 13 points. John Gross's club clinging to a 2-point lead.
So far, it's been Black and Hill been the predominant scorers, and then we're looking at Jalen for the three-point shot.
Coleman lands, guarding Combs here. O'Leary on the bench right now for IUPUI, getting some rest.
Good ball movement, good patience.
Brennan for three. That's good.
Wow.
Aaron Brennan with his first three of the night. And we're tied up again.
He looks like he's done that before, too.
Aaron Brennan, a 33% three-point shooter. And this back and forth game goes to a timeout for Illinois.
And he has not shot many threes. He was just 3 out of 9 coming in, but he shot that with great confidence. And he has given them a very good lift. You can look right in here. He's wide open. He does not hesitate. Nice arch. Wonderful follow through. And he says, hey, I like this. I like this. And Coach Gardner likes it too. He looks up 63-63. We're right where we want to be, man.
Well, IUPUI, a team that is 3-5 this year, they're 1-5 away from home. Last year they went 13-19. They did play well in the Summit, going 9-7. But this is a club that went 4-15 away from their home gym in Indianapolis. So if IUPUI picks up the road win tonight, this would be huge for their program, given their struggles on the road the last couple of seasons.
And they have done it without the size that Illinois has. I mean, Hall and O'Leary have battled ferociously inside against Black and Thorne and Morgan. And as this gets tighter and tighter, Jordan, all of a sudden you get a little tighter as an Illinois player because we're supposed to win. We're expected to win.
Right.
And so when you stay this close, all of a sudden now the expectation, the pressure falls on you.
Malcolm Hill had his shot blocked in a near turnover, but Hall able to keep it to Patterson.
Hall does a nice job of playing within himself. Doesn't look.
Thomas got the basket and the foul.
Man.
Kellen Thomas now with 5 points.
And turnovers can always hurt you. Got a nice block here. Good hustle to keep it alive, and in town at the other end. Gets fouled, gets to the free throw line.
Jalen Tate picking up the foul. And Thomas completes the three-point play. Kellen Thomas, the transfer from Kent State, playing his final year of college basketball, and comes through with 3 huge points right there.
Coach Gross calling another set play here. IUPUI in man for man.
And now Tate works it inside and draws the foul.
Nice drive. They gave that lane open, and he was able to drive it right on in and get fouled and get to the free throw line. Nice drive by Tate inside.
Aaron Brennan picking up his second personal foul, but take a look at Kellen Thomas, the bucket and the foul. Recognition displays in the upper concourse for all 21 varsity athletic teams and the Manny Jackson Illinois Basketball Hall of Fame located inside the West Lobby. Air conditioning was added along with new restrooms and permanent concessions, among other amenities. Trailing by 3, but Jalen Tate can make it a little bit closer as he goes to the free throw line here.
And this is the time that both coaches are getting a little bit nervous. You got 7 minutes to go, and Coach Gross wants his team to really play strong defense to get some stops, just like they did in their last 2 games where they won to get this momentum going. And then Coach Gardner, he's looking, he says, we're doing everything right. We're tied in rebounds with them. We're shooting the same percent, 50% from the floor with these guys. All we got to do is continue to do this, men, and we can do something great here. So we got 2 different coaches talking to 2 different teams and trying to spur them on this last 7 minutes.
Illinois 6-3 on the season so far. They have a couple of losses to ranked teams, Florida State and West Virginia. They also lost at home to Winthrop. That's their only home defeat thus far. IUPUI trying to pick up just its 2nd road win this season, and that's Matt O'Leary back off the bench, and the hook shot good.
He got his rest in and he came back, and I tell you what's impressive about O'Leary, he's hit from outside, but he's taken it in on a couple plays and used that little jump hook and his size to get shots up.
And the Illini with DJ Williams with them, and now O'Leary guarding LaRon Black.
And they're double teaming to get it out of LaRon's hands.
A near steal, and there's Patterson ahead of the pack, and he can't lay it in. Oh, he missed the bunny.
Good hustle back by LaRon to get the rebound.
And Hill on the other end, a 3 and a foul.
That got the crowd. That got the crowd.
What a turn of events.
Great hustle on the defensive end for IU and then for Illinois, and then they just push that thing right on up. Watch, here's the double team. He throws out, great anticipation by Patterson. He goes, he looks like he has a layup, but he misses it. Black with a good hustle. Abrams with the push-up, and Hill with a nice stroke. And I love the crowd's reaction. You know, you're getting everyone involved.
Well, I mean, just a huge turn after Patterson nearly lays it in, misses what should have been a point-blank shot, and then Hill the 3 on the other end, but he misses the free throw. Illinois, IUPUI tied at 68.
Better pay attention to Leary over there. They've run a mismatch, and now you got a small on a big.
Pass inside is taken away.
And Abrams did a wonderful job of giving up size, but battling and tipping the ball to a teammate. It was a good play by Coach Gardner because on the switch, O'Leary had a small guard on him, and then they backed him down and to get him at the post.
And a travel by DJ Williams. 11 turnovers by Illinois tonight. That was a chance for the Illini to move ahead.
And this is exciting. 6 minutes, you got a tie score. Each possession is crucial because you want to establish a run of like 2 or 4 or 5 points to get a little cushion in there, a little bit of lead.
Neither team has given him a cushion.
No, this is what it goes back and forth. Each team has an answer for the other.
7th tie in this ball game. O'Leary backing down on Black.
Black played really good defense on him.
Combs, and a travel.
Good hustle by Illinois, and they forced a turnover there, which evens out turnovers at 11-11. You kind of get a good look right into your living room right there with the travel inside.
Couple steps as he went around that screen.
Yes.
Illinois a chance to take the lead here at home. Abrams against McCall.
And now Hill's got a small one on the inside if they can get the ball inside to him.
They get it to Hill against Thomas.
Ooh, they double team.
Abrams open for 3. Off target, the rebound. Thorne, he puts it in and he'll go to the line.
Thorne, that was a wonderful offensive rebound. He fought inside, got it, and then put it back up and got fouled. But wonderful effort by Thorne on the inside. You can watch closely how it is. They double team, they get the ball out. Abrams has the look. If you look to your left there, Thorne gets it and goes back up and gets fouled by Combs. But good effort by the big guy. And
Mike Thorne with the size advantage, and he completes the 3-point play.
And much needed, much needed. That gives them the 3-point lead. Let's now see what IUPUI, can they answer it?
Thorne goes to the bench. Morgan comes back in for Illinois.
I like that, Dave. Hall comes out, Brennan comes in, and Hall goes up and gives him a hug and says, keep it going, keep it going.
Now McCall trying to keep it going for IUPUI, trailing by 3. McCall in the corner for 3. Off target. It's going to stay with IUPUI.
Good
it's
call.
Off Morgan.
Good call. Morgan hit it off of his hands last, and then he went out of bounds, so good call by the official. Right there, coming right at you. You can see it. Perfect call. Perfect. Good job, camera crew.
Thorne will check back in now. Morgan goes out. So Thorne got just a few seconds on the bench. They want Thorne against O'Leary.
Just to reiterate to Thorne, great job on the offensive board. Wow.
Abrams the steal. Hill to the basket.
Nice pass. Good sharing of the ball.
Illinois up 5.
Okay. And the crowd is really with them.
O'Leary can't hit the 3. The rebound, McCall underneath. It comes out. Thomas. Second chance, no good.
Good rebound.
And a steal by McCall. And he throws it down.
Wow. Boy, what a flurry of excitement there. I mean, first Illinois, then IUPUI, and then Illinois. I'm getting my colors mixed up here. But then back and forth with IUPUI again. I love the action.
We've got a game. And now a steal by the Jaguars. Thomas racing ahead. O'Leary the top of the key for 3. Off target and a long rebound. Combs and he'll lay it in.
Boy, nice. McCall made a wonderful pass to O'Leary.
1-point game again. 3:48 to go. Illinois clinging to a 1-point lead at the State Farm Center.
Outstanding play on both sides. Both teams working hard, hustling hard. Which team's going to make the big play here in the last 3 minutes?
Hill over McCall. He got it.
Hill says, I'll make that. I'll take that shot. Clutch shot, wonderful shot.
26 for Malcolm Hill.
Nice ball movement, good patience by IUPUI.
McCall going in on Thorne and a foul on Mike Thorne.
Boy, when you talk about turnovers and being undersized and playing so down low from block to block. Well done, Evan Hall.
See, the last 4:40 of play, Illinois has controlled it. That's why they have a 3-point lead on IUPUI, but seemingly every time the Illini take a little bit of a lead, IUPUI finds an answer, and that's why it's a 3-point game with 3:09 to go. We've had the lead changed 10 times tonight. The score has been tied 7 times tonight.
And the fans are on their feet. They know this is a big possession right here on defense. You got the big orange crunch all up and yelling.
And now Brennan going to the bucket. Can't finish in the rebound, LaRon Black.
Good move by Brennan. Just did not finish it, but a good move and a good rebound by Illinois. So now they come up. Now can they extend this 3-point? You want to get 2 possessions. 2 possessions is what coaches love. Good patience, going inside.
Thorne feeding it out. Malcolm Hill for 3.
Oh, big baskets. Big baskets, Malcolm Hill. Wow.
Malcolm Hill's got 29 tonight, Homer.
Well, and he's worked for him, I tell you, but never as big as these last 2.
Combs the answer. A banking 3.
Oh, man. You got Coach Gardner jumping and Coach Gross going, oh, my goodness, off the board. I didn't hear him call it. Did you? I didn't hear him call board.
I didn't hear it either.
But it still counts 3.
Yeah.
No matter what. Wow.
I don't think he even would call it. But IUPUI now back within 3. Hill. The jumper is good and a foul on McCall.
Clutch shooting on both sides. But boy, Hill, 3 times he just answered that call. Coming into your house, look at this. 3-point shot right there, nothing but net inside. And then, well, let's answer that, right? What do you think? Can we get it straight away and off the board? Sure we can. But Hill comes right back and does a step back, gets fouled, goes to the line. Love the step back that Hill works on before even his teammates come out for practice. He's out here working.
Malcolm Hill sinks the free throw, 32 points tonight. Remember, earlier this season, he had a 40-point effort, a career best against Northern Kentucky, and was the 6th Illini player ever to get to 40 points in a game. And now IUPUI will inbound it down by 6 with under 2 minutes to go.
Boy, big possession, big possession.
Combs around an O'Leary screen, right to the rack.
Wow, gorgeous drive. And he gave speed as he went with his left hand. Jordan, he just picked up and gave a spurt of a low dribble speed that got right inside very quickly for a layup. So now,
the lead is 4 for Illinois.
Still 2 possessions unless you foul a 3-point shot. Oh, got a shot clock. Got the clock going again.
Yep, John Gross bringing his players over, wanting to talk things over. After another shot clock issue, and Bo Borowski, part of the officiating crew, over there talking with the scorers table, along with Lamont Simpson. And now Jason Gardner's going to talk things over with his Jaguars.
Coaches love this because we get an extra timeout.
Right.
We get to slow down the situation so that now we can focus and get our team to concentrate and kind of get a real strong focus on what we're doing defensively and what we're going to do on offense. So coaches love this malfunction.
So what do you think these coaches were telling their players?
Well, first of all, on defense, you got to get a stop. You got to get a hand up, and you must get a rebound. Okay. Bo was just talking to us. The score is correct and the time was correct. It just stopped. So we're back. So you're talking about focus. And right here, you're talking about IUPUI playing tough man-to-man and really focusing on Hill.
And they get the steal on Hill. Here comes Patterson going right to the basket, a near steal. Thomas is there. It's swatted away.
And that was a wonderful. Both teams played very, very well in that action up and down the floor.
1:10 to go here in Champaign. Illinois up by 4, trying to add to it.
This is what makes basketball exciting, really exciting. Close games, each possession.
Hill in on O'Leary, no good. Pinballs around and IUPUI's got it.
In transition,
And a steal by Tate. And a foul by Combs.
Wow, what an action play there.
Jalen Tate there for the huge steal, and it forces Combs to foul for the 3rd time. A 1-and-1 coming up for the Illini.
That's a senior just having a feel of where that pass was going to come from. Look at it, just like a ping pong, back and forth, back and forth. They push up here, and we'll go to the free throw line.
Jalen Tate misses the free throw, a rebound underneath, out of bounds, and it'll go to IUPUI. LaRon Black thought he had it, couldn't hold it, and so IUPUI has an opportunity here now. 44.8 left. They've had a couple of chances, Homer, but have not been able to convert. So what does Jason Gardner try to draw up here as you see Black lose it out of bounds?
Good question. I think what you're going to look for is to let Combs make a play. Last time they needed a big basket, they got Combs, and he came off of a high screen and drove it all the way in. So I think you're looking to have Combs, or anytime you can get O'Leary a jump shot or a 3-point shot. Seconds to go, each possession, and the ball is so important. No, you don't want a turnover. You want to give your team a chance to get a shot up here on the offensive end. And I'd look to see something for Combs to get that first option, to see what he can do with it. And even if he doesn't shoot, if he can penetrate and get someone else open. And then if you miss, then you've got to think about a foul on defense. So you got a lot to think about here. There's the drive.
Combs in on Morgan. He missed the shot. It's tipped out. O'Leary for three. No good. And a rebound to Patterson. IUPUI still has it. Combs, no on the three. And Black the rebound and a foul.
3 opportunities for IUPUI. How exciting for them to keep the ball alive. And then finally, you'd love to see Black go up with that strength and courage to get the ball. Here, take a look at this. Good drive on the inside, off, but the ball is tipped. O'Leary gets a look at a three. Again, it's tipped back out. Patterson finds an open, and then we get a 3-1 again for Combs. Oh, my goodness. You had chances, and that's all your coach wants to do is to give your players just a chance to make a basket. And they had 3 chances there. And a nice rebound by Black.
And LaRon now with 15 points, a huge free throw for Illinois. Mike Thorne will check back in for Illinois as Morgan goes out. Jason Gardner's team may come up short tonight, but they have a lot of positives to take from this game.
Yes, and it's not over yet. 23 seconds to go. All you got to get a 3 here, and then you got to, they're going, this is interesting. They're fouling right away.
Jalen Tate will pick up the foul.
They're fouling because they're not in the one-on-one yet, and they're taking time off the clock.
O'Leary into Thomas. 20 seconds left. The shot clock is off. Thomas in the corner for 3. That's no good. Rebound to Abrams and a foul.
That was the key. If they would have gotten that one done and then fouled, and if Illinois would miss a free throw, they come down and tie it at the buzzer. That's what keeps this exciting. The 3-point ball does keep this game exciting to where you stay until the final second goes off. Your 2 possessions, a free throw here would be huge. Then Coach Gross could finally maybe take a deep breath.
Tracy Abrams at the free throw line, and he knocks it down. Abrams now with 6 points tonight, and Illinois looks like it's going to escape with the victory. It would be their 7th of the season. A hard-fought one.
Hard-fought
here at the State Farm Center.
Hard-fought, and it leads them into their final 3 before conference comes. So it's a good win because it was close, and when the last 3 minutes come, you got to compliment Malcolm Hill. I mean, he just really took it on his shoulders.
And Illinois pulls off the victory tonight.